I wanted to give you a quick video market update. What's going on in the world right now? Everyone's concerned about Greece. Really, what does Greece mean? What does it have to do with almost anything? The market's sort of going sideways, slightly in the down direction. We are down for the year so far in the market. I know it doesn't feel like it. A lot of people I've been talking to say, "Wow, the market's doing pretty good," or they feel like it should be up. But no, it's been a down year so far, going nowhere. Bonds are down too. So, it's not a big movement in either direction, but it's a slightly negative for stocks, slightly negative for bonds. I do think the fourth quarter is going to be pretty good for stocks, but we've got to get through the summer doldrums, and that's only, let's face it, we're halfway through Fourth of July already. Happy Fourth of July! Right now, the market and the economy, and really all the attention is being focused on Greece. A lot of it has to do is we are in the earnings nap period. That's the period right before earnings where we have what I like to call radio silence. You have the blackout period where companies cannot talk about their stocks in any way, and therefore, so you have no focus on company earnings or no focus on company reports or stories. So investors and the news focus on what's in the headlines, and the headlines is Greece, or whatever is negative. Let's face it. Every time we do this, every quarter right before earnings, for the 2 to 3 weeks before earnings, everybody focuses on what's in the headlines. A few months ago it was Ebola, and it was ISIS or ISIL, and it's always something negative, which makes people nervous. It sort of keeps the stock market from going higher. And then once earnings come out, focus then goes to earnings, which I think will be better than expected. I think companies are in pretty good shape. I do think the second quarter is going to be pretty good. I do think the fourth quarter of stocks, which will start September, October, are going to be a pretty good period. So you want to stay invested here. Probably due for a recession sometime. I'm guessing late next year. I think the economy is sort of going flat to up, so it's a positive sign. And we want to continue to look and make sure that we're seeing growth. We had a good jobs report, nothing spectacular. I don't see the Fed raising interest rates anytime soon, so I don't see interest rates going up too much, although they've jumped up recently, really just to normalize, just to get back to normal. But I don't see higher interest rates. I still see deflation or negative inflation or very low inflation, as I wrote about in Facing Goliath, in the book Facing Goliath. And so I'm not looking for higher inflation, not looking for higher interest rates. Corporate America is in pretty good shape. I think the fourth quarter will be pretty strong. So again, it's to stay invested and always have, pray for peace but prepare for war. Always be ready if the market does give way. Invest for need, not for greed, so to speak. I don't think Greece is going to have much effect on the world. In fact, they account for less than 3% of GDP in the euro. The only thing it'll affect is people in Greece. They'll go into a depression. I don't know why they think it's okay for the rest of the world to fund them to retire at 50 years old. They're going to have to wake up at some point. They don't like to pay taxes either, so at some point they're going to have to wake up and smell the coffee, or is it ouzo, whatever that it is that they drink. But so far, right now, again, cautiously optimistic, staying invested in the right sectors. I still like cybersecurity, technology, biotech, and the broader markets. I think will drift higher through the year. I think it'll be a positive year at the end of the year. So we've got to be cautious here. Just always be aware. Listen to the radio show every week where I talk about the economy and the markets. Make sure you're obviously watching these videos and reading the newsletters. And as always, as for all of our clients, we're trying to get the best returns, but with the least risk possible without taking unnecessary risk. We know, hey, if you're close to retirement or retired, you can't replace this money, and that's the key, is to make sure that you're getting the returns that you need. So we're always conscious of that. If you have any questions or comments whatsoever, let me know. I'm always here for you. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.